All right, so normally I don't do these type of update videos, but since this is the last planned update apparently for Resident Evil Resistance, I thought I'd do it since I've been playing this game for a little while now, and I've developed I've gotten a few subscribers because of playing Resident Evil Resistance, and a lot of people probably watch me for Resident Evil Resistance since that's kind of all I post at the moment. Mainly because I like playing the game as Mastermind, but yeah, let's get into this. So October 1st, 2020, which is tomorrow. Right now it's still the 30th. But you can update your game right now. I was actually in game like a second ago, and I came out and the update went through, and then I went back in and I had all of this that they're talking about right here. So let's get into it. So obviously you got cosmetics. I'm not gonna go over that because I don't really care about that, and some people probably do. They look cool, but that's about it. Survivor weapons, you got Kashima, which I believe it's the sword, can now be purchased from the armory in all areas. Yeah, the sword Kashima is like an electric blade. It can be purchased in the armory at all levels. Then there's Raiden, which is like an electric gun. Then there's a new creature called Nia. It's basically if you ever played Resident Evil 4, I believe, it's like one of those zombies with the heads that like move around. It doesn't have like a normal human head. It's like a evolved form. It has this swinging like tentacle head. It's in the Resident Evil remake. It's in the game, so you've seen it already. If you played the game. Then we have skill cards. So there's a decoy skill card, places a harmless trap to trick survivors. Hopefully they don't get time for destroying this or whatever. If anything, it should decrease their time for attacking a trap that's just there to trick them. It probably doesn't do anything. It probably doesn't take away or give them time, but we'll see. Then there's a shock trap card which paralyzes them. That might be kind of useful. For not Annette, Alex. Then there's a flashbang card, probably useless to be honest with you, because we already have the flashbang trap card, and that barely does anything to stop anyone's movements. Then you have the enhancer, equips a launcher which fires darts that grants creatures temporary invincibility. Hopefully it's more than just like 3 seconds, 2 seconds, but it's probably a little bit more than that. But this will give survivors a reason to shoot out your camera, or just wait out zombies, wait behind doors, just wait. Then you have the Viact zombie skill card. I looked at this. It spawns a zombie with every buff, but it interrupts your bioenergy for a little while. So for a little while you won't restore any bioenergy, but you get a zombie with every single buff on it. This might be useful for like Daniel, maybe Alex, not Alex, maybe Annette. Yeah, that's about it. It wouldn't really be that useful on Nikolai or Spencer. You probably don't want your bioenergy to be interrupted unless you have your maximum zombies down on the map already, in which case you probably put this down and just try and steal bioenergy. Other than that, it's probably only good on Daniel or Annette. Then you have the reclamation anchor, which energy tethers recharge bioenergy when they die, I believe. Yeah, so all of this is just about getting bioenergy back. So energy leech rifle is to get your bioenergy back. That might be good on Nikolai. Then we have a remote regen mod skill card, which restores a small amount of health to creatures when they're controlled. So basically it's that I believe Annette already has a skill that does this, but now every mastermind can do it too. Then you have remove limiter, which might be OP on Daniel, but it might also be OP on Spencer. but we'll have to wait and see. Basically, it decreases the ultimate skill cooldown, but it interrupts your bioenergy recharge for a long time. I believe it's like 15 seconds each time you use it, either 15 or 30. Then here's the new zombie that you can spawn. It has an attack if you press G or probably triangle on a controller, or Y if you're using an Xbox controller. Does a ranged attack. I've tested it out actually. Sometimes it misses, but if you're right on top of them, it's probably gonna hit, but it kind of defeats the point of it being a ranged attack. The range isn't that far. It only goes like, say they're getting away from you and you can't catch them. If you hit it, you'll probably hit them while they're running past you. But other than that, it's not the best range move. And then you could spawn an infectious version of the same card, which might be useful. And also with its targeted range attack, you can use it while you're hitting them. So instead of getting, you know how you have the normal 3-hit combo, instead you could do, while you're doing the 3-hit combo, you could press the ranged attack and it'll hit them, or you can grab, and I believe you can still use the range attack while you're in a grab. There's a barrier skill which protects against all guns and projectiles except flamethrower. You can spawn a supply zombie now, so if you want to constantly feed survivors, you know, they give you that option. If you want to purposely lose, that's an option now, so you can feed survivors. Then we have a deception skill card, makes all cameras look as if Mastermind's in it. So basically you can force survivors to waste ammo, although now that they know that, you know, now that everyone knows this card is in the game, they may not waste ammo unless they see you shooting at them. But you might be able to get survivors to waste ammo, or if not, they'll not know which camera you're in. They probably won't shoot at you until you start shooting at them, type of thing. Because normally if they see that you're in a camera, they're going to start shooting at you, but now you can trick them a little bit. And then now we have the Umbrella Reserve skill card, which transforms into a random powerful skill. So this card transforms into either the rocket launcher, the IV, or the teleportation mod card. That's it for skill cards. For system changes, the equipment limit is increased. So now instead of 20 points, we have 25. So new builds are definitely coming. I'll definitely drop some new build videos. This will definitely be interesting for both masterminds and survivors. The ranks have been adjusted, which they've been doing practically every update. Annette has new ambush area 2 exclusive card, spawns a zombie without expending any bioenergy that's controllable. So yeah, she spawns a zombie. So basically if you're in a tight spot with Annette and you have no more bioenergy, you can spawn a zombie without using any bioenergy. Or, you know, this is useful because it makes her use less bioenergy. So in the long run, once you get to area 2 with Annette, you can have this zombie card. Whether it's useful or not is up to you, because I feel like most people don't use one zombie anymore. If they're spawning a regular zombie, they usually use the 2 zombies, but who knows if this zombie is stronger than the regular zombie. I don't think it is. I think it's just a regular zombie that costs 0 bioenergy. Then they have a new liquor with regen aura. It actually costs 5 bioenergy, so it costs less than regular liquors, which is interesting. You would have probably expected this to cost 8 bioenergy, but it doesn't, surprisingly. So now you can basically have liquors in your deck exclusively for area 3. Instead of spending 7 points, you could just spam them for 5. Or 3 if you have on the creature equipment card plus Annette's skill card that reduces creatures. So you can you can definitely spam liquors now in Area 3. Which will make that skill card that they gave her in the last update useful. That makes greatly increases the health and attack of liquors and dogs. This is for that. This is for that. So now you can throw down a bunch of liquors with greatly increased health. You're probably going to have another card that greatly increases their health. And then if you increase their attack, they'll do a lot of damage. Plus, they'll have shared regen. So it'll be hard for survivors to kill them unless they have a whole lot of damage. Alright, on to Daniel. He has synchronized mod, which makes all of the zombies move according to the zombie that you're controlling. So if you start dancing, they start dancing. If you attack, they attack. If you grab, they attack. They grab, my fault. It's interesting. So basically, if you have 3 zombies right next to each other and you attack with all 3, they'll all attack at the same time. If you have someone in front of you, they'll get hit by all 3 claws at the same time. It might be useful as long as you could get it set up properly, but I'm not sure if all of the zombies share the no knockback. If they do, then this might be OP. If they don't, then this might be kind of useless if you get hit by a grenade or what's it called, a flash, or you get hit by Martin's ultimate, his skill, or if you get hit by Jill's rocket launcher, it's practically over for those 4 zombies that you have in sync. Unless you have them kind of spread out, you can make like a figure, like a square out of them and move them around in weird ways if you want to. That's up to you. Then here's the card that might be more useful. This spawns a zombie with all creature buffs, effects, and greatly increased attack power and health. Does not act unless controlled. Cannot be killed while inactive. So here's a zombie that you can use. It has every single buff, greatly increased attack, greatly increased health. So basically you could have you could greatly increase his health more with your cards, and you can greatly increase his attack. It'll probably do ridiculous damage, probably be hard to kill. And if you decide to back out of the zombie before it dies, say you're taking a decent amount of damage, you could probably just back out of it so that they can't kill it, wait till its life goes back up, and then just jump back into it. So that's something to think about. And then unnatural selection skill variant increases damage dealt by Nia's tentacle spear. So that's if you want to use unnatural selection. It's not that good of a skill in my opinion, but it might be with the Nia, who knows. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. There's the new Contagion exclusive card for Alex. Makes infected survivors vomit. This sounds like it'll be interesting, and if that stays on the map, we're gonna have disgusting maps now. So it lowers their infection rate. So basically they're infected, and when they vomit, they reduce their infection, so they're vomiting out the virus basically. It deals damage but will not kill survivors, so that sucks that it doesn't kill them. So they don't really have to pay attention to their health, but I mean, if you shoot them or do something else, they'll go down. And hopefully the vomit does stop them for a decent amount of time, and it's not like quick. Hopefully it's like, you know, it's longer than coughing. That would make sense. It was like a good 3 seconds. Maybe they're vomiting out their guts. All right, so then she gets the detonator mod for Area 3. While in hand, all explosive traps detonate immediately after being spawned. This might be very OP because all I can think about is if you get a whole bunch of survivors trying to take down a biocore, and say you have the skill card that lowers her traps. So let's say you have that and you have the mod card that lowers trap cost. You could spawn a highly explosive for 2, spawn an explosive for 1, and then you can spawn the 3 explosives for 2 and shuffle through your deck. And if you have a clone card, you could spawn any one of those a second time. So I don't think there's, and if you have largely increased damage of traps, I don't see any survivor surviving a highly explosive on top of an explosive on top of 3 explosives on top of maybe another highly explosive. So realistically, if the survivors are near each other and you have increased damage on your traps, plus you get bio energy back from survivors being harmed, and let's say maybe you have a shield in your deck and you have stuff to reduce the cost of your trap cards, and you play a whole bunch of mines while the survivors are stuck in that area trying to take down your biocore, you could potentially take out the whole team in maybe like 5 seconds if you have a decent hand. So that would be interesting. Then Spencer, they added new Omniscience card. When used, this card transforms into a random exclusive card that belongs to another mastermind. So you can, Spencer, like we've been saying throughout the whole entire time we've been playing the game, Spencer is an all-around character. He can do what other characters can do, and so here he is getting their cards too. He's stealing their cards. So Spencer is God, basically. He has a new card called Reroute, Area 3 exclusive. Switches out the active biocore. The cost of this card decreases as fewer biocores remain. So Spencer is God once again, because he can switch the biocores, and the less biocores that remain, the cheaper this card costs. So basically, what I'm hearing, who knows if the life of the biocore goes back up? Maybe it doesn't, but basically he can have survivors running all around the map trying to destroy a biocore. So they can be headed towards one biocore, and then as soon as they get in the room, you can switch it out to somewhere else. Confuse the hell out of them. So Spencer, if he wasn't a god before, he's a god now, because he can steal other characters' cards and he can move biocores. Nikolai, he gets while in hand, newly equipped on camera weapons will gain an electromagnetic shield for a set duration. So he has a auto shield mod, so his exclusive Area 2 card, when he equips a gun on a camera, it gets a shield. That's definitely needed for him. I wouldn't say that makes him OP. The shield probably doesn't last that long, but it just helps him get his shots in, because before if the team is good and they're heading in a direction, they'll shoot out the camera from behind the wall before they even run into the area that they're heading towards. So smart teams know what they're doing. They'll take out a camera before you can even get a shot in. All right. Tactical shields, Area 3 exclusive. All cameras gain an electromagnetic shield. Interrupts bioenergy recharge for a set duration. The Watchdog skill variant now includes the Nia. Amongst the creatures it can randomly deploy. So yeah, he has another card for shields, basically. Might not be that useful. So over here, I'm just gonna run through these real quick. So Martin got his flash baton shockwave cooldown lengthened, so it takes longer for him to get that, which is definitely needed. This resolves an issue where damage reduction effect stays on Martin for some reason when going to the next area. Resolved an issue where Tyrant would become unresponsive. Never had that happen to me. Increase the rate at which cards' bioenergy cost decreases when using bioactivation Paracelsus generator. So like I said, Spencer was OP this whole entire update, and they decided to finally changed that. So now the rate at which the cost of cards decrease, it has went up. It's probably not, before it was like 10 seconds, I think. Now it's probably like 15 or maybe 20. It was 10 seconds, right? I believe so. So over here, Nikolai, they adjusted the odds of which various creatures are randomly spawned using Firearms Specialist Watchdog. So since I've been using that, usually you get dogs, or you'll get like a regular zombie. Very rarely have I gotten tough zombies, or sometimes you get armor zombies. I haven't gotten like a Joker, or rarely I'll get, you either get a regular zombie, a dog, or a dealer. For the most part, that's what I've been getting. Rarely have I gotten tough zombies or armored zombies or lickers. I've seen some people get lickers, but it seems like those are very rare. But now they added the Nia and they adjusted the spawn rates, so maybe it's more random now. We'll see. Hopefully that might be OP if they do that, but I think that's better than the way it was before, because it should just be random. It shouldn't be a higher chance for you to get the weakest cards in the deck, but that's just me. They reduced the damage dealt by Nemesis Exterminate ability, so basically they want to make it so that you can't just kill survivors with one shot. Basically now, even before, if Tyrone did his ult, or if Valerie threw on a yellow herb, even with Exterminate, you probably wouldn't kill them with a direct hit. So now it's even less likely for you to kill them. Now if any survivor throws on a yellow herb before getting hit by Exterminate, they're probably gonna survive. So this definitely hurts Nemesis, but yeah, it just is what it is. They don't want you killing survivors in one shot, basically. I have a bunch of videos where I kill 3-4 survivors with one shot sometimes. So they kind of want to make it so that Nemesis isn't a game ender. They increased the ammo consumed per reload shot for the W870. So I guess this is them, you know, trying to get rid of the shotgun meta in a way, because they're trying to make it so that it consumes more ammo so that you're less inclined to use it. But that doesn't get rid of the stun problem. So yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with the stuns for now. It is what it is. I guess that was the purpose of the shotgun in the first place, to keep you stunned. But now, you know, you might run out of ammo faster, so you might see less shotguns now. I mean, you can only hope. And that'll make Beta Strain more useful, because if you have a net or any other mastermind with Beta Strain, you're gonna be less likely to get stunned or knocked out of certain animations, which makes the game more fun. Lastly, system changes result in an issue where it was not possible to disarm traps placed on inclines and multi-level surfaces. Other minor changes and adjustments. Definitely needed. So this is the last patch. This is everything that they're putting in the game, everything that they're not fixing, you know, everything that they think is the right thing to do. Oh yeah, these adjustments and fixes are coming soon. So they're not here yet. They're not here yet, but they're coming soon. So we'll probably get one more update, which is these adjustments. And then after that, who knows if we'll get anything else. This might be the end of Resident Evil Resistance. I'll probably play it for a little while longer because I do enjoy this game, but once it starts dying and I can't find any matches online, then I'm probably gonna have to move on to something else. But I'll play it on, if there's still people online playing it, I'll still play it occasionally. And I'll keep making build videos and just random videos of me playing. But other than that, if this game dies, then I'm gonna have to move on to something else. But this is the update. It looks promising. I mean, all of this looks good. You know, new skins, new creature. make the game more fun. They got new weapons, got a whole bunch of new skills that make masterminds a lot more fun. And survivors got a few stuff, so you know, it's not bad. It's not a bad update. So I can't wait to make videos, and I just wanted to get this video out really quickly, let you know what I think about these small changes. I'm definitely gonna show off a lot of this in videos, so stay tuned if you want to. If you don't, and that's up to you. Thank you for watching, and take care.